Hi there, and welcome to a quick tidbit on using Virtual Belfry. Now, I'm currently over in Belfast and staying in a hotel. I brought my laptop with me and I brought my camera, and I thought, right, what I could do is put together a video on one of the small things within Virtual Belfry that maybe people don't use or don't know they're there. I mean, instruction manuals are wonderful, but as always, nobody really reads them. So consequently, what I want to do in this particular video is to look at how you can extend the number of methods that Virtual Belfry has very quickly and very easily. If you have been using or are used to using Able, you'll know that there are hundreds of methods already built in, and you can just select them very easily just by selecting the number of bells, load that option file, and then you'll find that you've got the methods in. Virtual Belfry hasn't got as many by any means, and consequently, if you want to learn methods, as a lot of us are doing at the moment during lockdown, then having the ability to quickly import a new method to try on a simulator or with your dumbbell can be very useful. So what I've got is my laptop. I'm going to reduce myself down to the corner. This is the first time I've done one of these up close and personals, but we can then look at how to import methods very simply, very quickly into Virtual Belfry. So I've got Virtual Belfry loaded on the screen here, and you can see I'm set at the moment for 6 bell methods, and I'm set for plain bob minor. Now I have got a couple of minor methods, a couple that I've put in here, but maybe I want to try something new. Now on the internet there are some massive libraries of notation, and consequently what we're going to do is use the MicroSiril databases, which you can find a link on the Ringing Info website. If you go to the Change Ringing Resources and then scroll down to where we have methods, there is a whole page here of links to great information on methods. And over on the right hand side we have the direct link to the MicroSiril database, but there is a better way of actually getting access to those, and that's to use under the CC Technical Workshop methods. If you go to the methods library there, you will find that you end up here, and what it's done here is split up the methods class and then the stages, so it's a lot easier to find what you're looking for, or at least the stage you're looking for, because as you'll see in a minute, when the files download, when you click on them, you'll find that then it's not quite as obvious from the file names what you've actually downloaded. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at treble bob minor methods. Or no, in fact, let's go for hybrid minor methods. So if we click that, we'll find that we get a file downloaded, and that file is called, in this case, H6. You see what I mean about them not necessarily being easily recognized. So what it actually means is H for hybrid, 6 for the number of bells, but you don't always know that. If we then look at the file that we've downloaded, we can see H6. I downloaded a few before, TP7, can't remember what that one was, TP6 and T6, but you can see they don't have any sort of extension. We don't know what type of file they are. Now if you're on a Mac, then I think you'll find that it will just go in and show you the methods. What we have to do here is actually rename them, and we're going to go to rename, and we're going to add an extension called .txt. That means that it's a text file, and as soon as we do that and we select it, you can see that we actually get the contents of the file, but it's far easier to actually now double click on it and it will open in Notepad. And in here we have got a whole stack of methods, everything from Annie's Fancy right up to ZZZ. So let's pick one. Let's take Lincoln College. I didn't go there, but I was born over in Lincolnshire. So we've got Lincoln College, and to the right here we've got the actual notation that we need to use, and this is in the MicroSiril format. And there's information on the methods resources to actually, if you want to look at how it's composed, but we don't need to think about it. So what we'll do is we'll actually copy the method, and we'll remember it's called Lincoln College. So I'm just going to right click and say copy, or you can press Ctrl and C, and then we can go back into Virtual Belfry, and under the minor methods, because we know that this is a minor method, we can go down to the method list. When we go to the method list, these are the ones that are actually built in. There are quite a few of them, but obviously if you want to add some that are more obscure, then this is the way to do it. We select new and we type in the name. Lincoln College. You don't have to put minor, major, Sanks, whatever you want, because it will always put that in for you. You can see there it says at the end. And then what we're going to do is paste in our notation just as it was. Now Virtual Belfry doesn't read MicroSiril notation straight off the bat as such, but there is a useful button here that says convert from MicroSiril, and all things being equal, if I press the convert button, it will actually give me the notation. Now one of the things you'll find that it doesn't do is it doesn't put in any sort of calls. So when you're actually importing these, it will just basically do the a single what's the word I'm desperately looking for. It will just run through it without bobs or singles being available to you. I'll think of the word later. So once you've done that, you can click OK, and you'll find that it is added in alphabetical order to your list. You can then click choose, and it will be selected over here as Lincoln College Minor. So of course we need to check it. So the way that we do that is if we click generate. Okay, we got a blip. We know that it's 80 changes, and this is Lincoln College Minor. So you can then scroll through. Looks relatively simple as far as the treble is concerned. Okay, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and bell number 6. So you can basically then simply go back to your ropes view, and you can now ring Lincoln College Major. And there are literally hundreds and hundreds. So if you want to pick a random method and learn it because that's what you feel like doing one afternoon when it's raining, then this is a really good way of doing it. And I think we'll just do one more. Let's take Tywell. A little bit more complicated as far as the notation is concerned. We'll copy that. Tywell. It is Tywell. Go back to minor, method list, new, Tywell. Let's put in the notation. Just paste it straight in, convert from MicroSiril, and click OK. We've now got Tywell. We can say choose it, Tywell Minor, and if we click the generate button, we now have Tywell Minor. Looks a little bit more complicated. So there you go. You've got 120 changes in a single course. That's the word I was looking for, course. And you can now sit and learn or get on the your dumbbell and work your way through that. That might take more than an afternoon. So adding methods to Virtual Belfry using MicroSiril is an absolute doddle. Just remember to rename the file that you download. There are also some libraries where it will give you the MicroSiril notation. So you just type in what you're looking for. So if you see the word MicroSiril, then you know you can put it straight into Virtual Belfry. Plain course of it, very, very simply. Hope that's been useful. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I'll see you very, very soon.